What's happening, YouTube world? You already know. Another episode, Raw Reality Mindset. We about to watch K Michelle and Cam Newton talk about the importance of black families and just her outlook on it and what she think about it and what she feel on it. There's a lot of shit I don't really agree with. I kind of I kind of found to be like a little fake, or just one sided, hella one sided. But we gonna let her rock out and we gonna see what she got to say.
Not respected. Family is respected in country music in that space. But in our space, we are singing about side chicks. We are glorifying a lot of women. That's not what happens in Nashville. You can't call a woman a bitch, a hoe in Nashville.
Again, I'm gonna go ahead and start off early. For one, she must not listen to all country. All country music ain't just love and family and peaches and cream. Like, just like rap, you have positive rap, you have negative rap. Just like R&B, you got like good, old school love R&B, and then you got like ratchet R&B. But then you also had some R&B that was kind of ratchet too. That was back in the day. Every category has a ratchet side and a good side. So that kind of made me think that was real ignorant, because all country music ain't good music. She need to do her research. Like, they talk about all that shit, fucking, fuck you, and bitches, hoes, all that shit. It's to a country tune, so you might look at it a little different, but it's the same thing.
Because they'll never even listen to your music and your professional career will suffer. At what point in the black community do our men create real homes?
See, and I don't like that's the shit I be talking about right there. Like, there's so many examples of black men, great, amazing black fathers, and she gonna sit there and say some shit like that, just trying to paint a narrative as if it don't exist, like it's just non-existent. The thing is, they focus on all the wrong shit and all the wrong niggas and all the wrong men, and then they think about that little small circle of niggas, and they try to equate it to the whole population of black men. But it's so many examples, real world examples, that she probably even see herself every day, of black men being good family men, but she want to focus on just the bullshit and try to push it like that's the entire narrative for the whole black American society.
And even talking, just our first time talking, and you said you didn't even mean for that to happen. Life happens. I'm not here to judge life. I'm looking at a successful black man that has the ability to literally turn the narrative on black family, you know? And my grandfather, I watched my uncles and everything. My whole family, they're married. I'm not the girl who didn't see what a man creating a black family is supposed to be. So I'm asking right now, black men, I got to tell my black men to really step up for black women and create families.
Yeah.
It's really not cool. Black men are attacking black women.
No. Black men, if you want to say attacking anything, we ain't no real black man just attacking no black woman. The black men she probably talking about, and when she referring to attacking, she probably talking about the fact that men are holding women accountable for all the bullshit and all that ratchet shit they doing. All the females with OnlyFans, all the stripper culture, all the, what I'm saying, disrespectful, loud mouth. You don't need nobody. Every nigga ain't shit. So most of the time, 9 times out of 10, that's what she talking about, which ain't a bad thing. Like, y'all got to be held responsible for the shit y'all do. Y'all can't do all that ratchet shit, go around drinking every night. And again, I'ma say it, because they be wilding. It ain't all black women. You got some good ass black women in this world, but it's few of them and many of the other side. Same on the other side, you know what I'm saying? That's why, like, when you meet somebody good, you're supposed to hold on to them, because of the fact that there's not that many dope ass people as there is fucked up people and bullshit people. That's why when you're a dope person or you're great, you stand out because you got the normal part of society, which ain't all that. And then you got the great people or the good people. So, yo, we can keep going.
And it's not a cool, they're not creating homes, they're creating babies everywhere. It's not cool.
That's also not true. I don't know the exact statistic, but percentage wise, way more black women have kids than black men because usually they sleeping with the same small percentage. Again, I don't know the exact statistics, but let's just say if 30% of the men are impregnating 99% of the women, there you go. Y'all in rotation with the same niggas. So it would actually be women having all these babies everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna let it rock.
And I'm asking you, other successful black men, to be, you have to set an example as leads. The cute social media back and forth on black women. Black women are strong. Black women are where you come from, this and that. So there probably isn't any sympathy for you and just life happening because there's so many other things around you going on that are not fair to black women. What is going on with the black family? We are consistently creating the cycle of kids who can't come home and see their daddy there. And they see their mama sad at night. At what point is the successful black man in this world going to step in and really create structure? I see white men doing it every day.
Y'all gotta stop this shit. So for one, there's so much structure in the black community from dope ass black men as business owners, great dads, teachers, inventors, everything you can name. That's for one. For two is like stop this rhetoric that all white men are this, all black men are that. You got fucked up people on both ends, on all races. You got good dads, bad dads, good men, bad men. Your skin color, my bad, your skin color doesn't determine whether you a good or a bad person, whether you a good dad or a deadbeat, whether you rich or poor. It's all about the individual person. Because again, I would never just turn around and say all black women anything. Now, depending on the topic, I might say the majority if that's true, but I'll never say all. And I will never just automatically say this person is better than you because of their skin color. Now, that don't mean shit. You got white guys that cheat in country music. You got white guys that do a lot of degenerate shit. You got white guys that's domestically abusive. Same with black, same with any other race. You know, and then you got guys that don't do that shit. So it's just all about who you pick. But to just try to put everything on race alone, very ignorant. Now, if we talking statistics and certain things come about, that's different. But let's keep it going.
I get to witness the best of both worlds every day. Getting on stage singing R&B, being here in Atlanta, I get to sing R&B, but then I get to go to Nashville and be like, you mean you ain't staying out till 6 in the morning? You gonna go home to your family? You gonna write this song and leave at 5 and 6 because you gonna take care of your family and your wife? At what point? At what point do the successful black men build black families? We ain't gonna ever have
At
a
what
black
point do
family.
you build a black damn family? God damn. Like, she's sitting up here on a high horse, but I don't see no ring on the finger. And I don't know if I already passed it or it's coming up, but she said she turned down 3 engagements. So you're a hypocrite within yourself. So I'm pretty sure they all was black men. So you had 3 black men that wanted to propose to you. Well, clearly y'all had to have something going on for them to even propose to you and, try to get engaged with you so they could eventually marry you. You turned that shit down, but turn around and talk about and try to preach about black families and putting men down. You had three more than likely black men that try to that shit is ass backwards. I don't think some people hear the shit that's coming out their mouth when they saying it. And if they do, they just a little on the other side of the spectrum.
Don't do it. We're never going to have it. It's just not going to happen. So if your mentality is, yes, things happen, and I'm not knocking you for that. I didn't come here for that. But at what point do you take that black woman? Do you be in a home and show your kids what it's like, you know? At what point do you take a grip to it, not make excuses for it or mantras and things like that? It is so unfair to black women who have been the strength and builders of so many things. And I know life happens. You can't be with somebody you don't want to be with or whatever. But my grandparents did it. My grandfather, 92, died when he was 92, my best friend. I never seen another type of man. I saw
And
my
I'm pretty sure we saw your grandma. She ain't shit like you. I'm pretty sure your grandma was natural. She ain't go get her face all poked up and fake titties and fake ass. You know what I'm saying? They valued that natural beauty back then, which men, we still today value that natural beauty like a motherfucker. I'm pretty sure she ain't got the attitude that you have. You know what I'm saying? The mouth you have, the disrespect that you have. She probably wasn't a hypocrite like you are right now. And you know, she was married. So the same way you trying to compare everybody to Papa, compare yourself to grandma, compare yourself to Mima, and see if that shit stack up. And clearly it don't. So, hey man,
I've turned down 3 rings because they wasn't like my grandpa.
there you go. I knew it was coming. I just ain't know when it was coming. I knew it was coming.
My grandfather raised 9 kids on his own because my grandmama died before I could even meet her. What point are our black men going to stop the bullshit, the social media shit and all of that and build black homes? If we don't be
K Michelle, stop the social media shit. Nah, I think we all can agree if we pull up, let's go on our Explore page. What do we see more degeneracy from? In today's time, in the OF crazy world, in the Twitter crazy world, stripper crazy world, the prostitution shit, online selling your body, what do we see more of? Just men, you know, being on the internet, being men, whatever it may be, music, this and that. Most of the time, if you see a nigga with his shirt off, it's more than likely a nigga who's fit. He works out. You know what I'm saying? But niggas ain't just in the camera by the millions just shaking they meat and they, you know what I'm saying, they nuts in everybody's face. Like, so what are we really talking about when you say the social media shit? Because y'all got us beat by far with that shit. Like, everywhere you go, left and right, it's police officers twerking, girls in the army twerking, teachers making TikToks, twerking, shaking ass while the first graders done went to lunch. I've personally seen this shit all on TikTok, all on Instagram. You can't look left, right, up or down without seeing somebody throwing some ass on the algorithm. What are we talking about, man? Like, that's what I'm saying. You got to take accountability, man. That whole just blind eye to y'all and trying to, man, in reality is, for the most part, is the women way more than it is the men. Men, we just adjust to the times. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, if y'all respected yourself as a whole, is a lot more, men gonna adjust and respect y'all more. You know, we treat y'all according to how y'all present yourselves. So we treat a lady like a lady and we treat her like a
black homes, we can't depend on white folk to build black homes. So when you see somebody like your significant other who clearly loves you, and it's all these black women rooting for her, rooting for you. They want you to build a black home. That's their anger. They don't know you. They can't judge you for anything else. They want you being who you are, being attractive, being successful. They want you to take hold and solidify and build a black home. That's not saying you're not taking care of the kids.
How can you say all that without leading by example your damn self? Like, come on now. It's crazy.
Because clearly you are, and you love your kids. Taking care of your kids and building a home is two different things. At what point are we gonna stop these back and forths? Oh, this type of woman don't say nothing to me about that. Well, guess what? You're just weak. Like, you want...
How she gonna say at one point we gonna stop this and that and the back and forth, and then in the same breath insult a man talking about he's just weak? You see what I'm saying? Like the mental gymnastics and the bullshit wordplay. But when you're an intelligent man, you see through all that shit. It wouldn't affect you. But just pointing that out, the hypocrisy and all that, it's crazy.
Strong woman around you. And I'm sorry, like, black women we get copied from hair to body to everything. Black women are the most unloved individuals in America, but the ones who have built.
The most mimicked.
Most mimic. Good or bad mimic, But we looking to you. We looking to you.
That's debatable. Y'all hear it all the time, but I mean, I ain't here to, pick back and forth, but that's debatable about y'all being the most unloved because women still get help. A poor broke man is just a poor broke man. A poor broke woman is just a woman who ain't met the right situation yet. You know what I'm saying? So that's very debatable, but that's neither here nor there. Keep it rocking.
A successful black man, we are looking to you to change the narrative. And when you don't, it becomes, go on that show and tear his ass up.
Mm-hmm. I received that. And nothing but a white flag, because I have been guilty. But if we're going to have this conversation, how we need to have this conversation, just like you're holding me accountable.
Hold me accountable.
I need black women to hold themselves.
Okay, come on.
Let's go, Cam.
Because that's where it's to, tear his at. But then I got my brothers, it's like, keep it real. Not here. The point that I was making earlier was when me and Jazz was dating, one of the most memorable conversations that we had was, my heart goes out to Kia. Yeah. That's what she told me.
That's real, right?
No, it's real, right?
Okay.
But here it goes. You seen Friday After Next. Uh-huh. And you're like, you don't know Baby D. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And that's the little boy in me.
Yeah.
You feel me? And stay with me. And I'm like, you don't know Kia. Keep her name out your mouth.
Okay.
I was in defense mode. As we kept dating, she said it again. And she would say it regularly. She's like, man, my heart goes out to Kia.
See?
And this is after she met Lorena. She was like, man, Lorena, cool, dope. I can see what you saw. And that's cool. And we've had multiple interactions, and she knows what my expectations for setting standards and boundaries for everybody. Uh-huh. She just knows what type of individual that I am. And knowing that my date history was when I did not understand what came with the success. I wanted it all. Hear this. I grew up in the church.
Okay.
My father's a preacher. My parents have been together for 39 years.
Ooh, okay.
So I know what right from wrong is, or what that structure looks like. I just didn't choose it. I just didn't choose right. Mm-hmm. Not to say that at the journey, as the journey was happening, I wasn't trying to make that right with my situation.
Yeah.
At the time. Kia, that I'm saying.
Okay.
So
the first baby.
The first baby mother.
Okay.
Because, man, we caught like COVID in 2020. I mean, inseparable. Just man.
That's the best way.
You feel me? Like, bro, we jumped off the porch and was just like inseparable. And then that's where she was like, I can't stay with you because I gotta go take care of my daughter. I was like, man, look, we gonna make this a family. That was my pursuit then because I come from that.
Yeah.
Stay with me. I come from that.
So you wanted that because that's what you saw.
Always wanted that. Still to this day,
everything don't go as planned, man. Whether he telling the truth or not. For some niggas, that is the truth. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some women too, but every time you see somebody, it's not that, they didn't want a certain situation. Like, when I was 18, I wanted to get married. Now, I'm happy I didn't get married at 18. 'Cause I was just on some young puppy love shit. So, in hindsight, that would have been a catastrophe. Like, that definitely would have been the wrong thing to do. I probably would have had a few kids by now and been divorced, and you know what I'm saying? Because that wasn't a good situation for me. But at the time, that was my intent. You know what I'm saying? So just going through life, I'm going to just speak for men right now since we on that. Going through life for most men, it's like when you got that genuine love and it don't work out, it's, depending on how your mindset is, depending on what you went through, you might want it again, you might not. But a lot of times, man, we have our little runs as young niggas where we just trying to hit it all. But when you lock in with that one or the one you think is that one, as men, we don't mind. You know what I'm saying? We really don't mind settling down, but that shit got to be right. It got to be the right situation, and sometimes that shit don't work out, and that might have made that man hesitant. Now, I ain't gonna speak on him having as many kids as he got. That's a different story. You know what I'm saying? And I think they touched on that, but yeah, we're gonna get back into it.
Family. I believe in family. I don't have no friends. I've made this a public service announcement. I don't have friends. I have family.
Okay.
Straight up. And if my daddy got your number, you're no longer a friend to me.
Your family.
Your family.
Yeah.
Because even with that, that's the most influential man in my life. That's the most influential person in my life. So if he gives the hat tip to, then that's my gatekeeper. If my mother also does that, then cool. So for me, I've always wanted that.
That's what you want.
Because that's where I came from.
Okay.
Now, if we're keeping it about accountability,
All right.
I know what a woman is supposed to be. That's not to throw no shade. That's not to say that she wasn't that. I would resort both parties being immature and wanting the title more than the actual nuances of what it actually takes to be a healthy relationship.
Thank you. That's what it is, man. So many people focus on that title and title alone. They don't actually want to. Well, I ain't gonna even say so many people. I'm gonna keep it G. So many women. Because most of the time, niggas don't even be wanting to get in relationships. You know what I'm saying? It usually be like you get that ultimatum or you really fuck with this one. But the majority of the time, it is the woman that want the relationship. It is the woman that want the marriage. You know what I'm saying? And it's on us men if we feel like, all right, she that special enough to us. She telling me she want this and I don't want to lose her, then let me do this. But most of the time, they don't even want that, Me personally, I could grow old with somebody till the day I die if I'm really locked in with you without getting married at all. I ain't saying you wouldn't be my actual partner, but yeah.
Yes.
What are your beliefs to what a woman is supposed to be for you?
For me. Now, this may not be everybody's expectations. These are my expectations. I want the woman who I have in my life to make my house a home, a safe environment, a loving environment, understanding just the totality of this ain't for the kid. Hey, grown folks talking, y'all go downstairs or y'all go upstairs or y'all get out of here. We talking.
Okay.
Certain things should not take place in front of certain individuals.
In front of kids.
So that's not, and I hate to have this conversation because it makes it seem as if Kia wasn't that, because that's not the case.
No, you're not saying that. You're just telling your experience.
I'm saying my experience. What I will resort to that in large part.
And he ain't saying nothing wrong, man. You got to find your partner that meet your, you know what I'm saying, that respects your your standards on the relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, it might have been situations where he was like, look, I feel like we have any conflict, you know what I'm saying? Let's make sure we talk about that to the side away from the kids, you know what I'm saying? Maybe she was turning up all the time and he just felt like she didn't respect that situation of keeping grown folk business private. Let's not do certain shit in front of the kids or whatever the case may be. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's all about when you get to a certain age, everything ain't just love. It's like, how do you keep your house clean? How's your personal hygiene when you in the home, especially when you living with somebody? It's shit you have to talk about and shit you have to come to an agreement to. You know what I'm saying? Because living with somebody and that's a different dynamic. That's when you really get to learn somebody and you really see if you can be with this person. You know what I'm saying? So you got to lay out the law. Like, this is what I expect from you. This is what you expect from me. Are we both cool with that? Can we meet that shit? And can we respect each other while doing so? You know what I'm saying? Because for me, I don't play the disrespect. I'm not going to disrespect you. I don't want you to disrespect me.
I was young, successful, and I did not know what came with success.
Okay.
Because the person who is still the most influential person in my life could not relate to me no more. And now I'm here to figure out this thing called life with the young nigga from Atlanta that got money, that got clout, that got status, and got it all. So my dad, like, he would have these sermons and it would be so awkward. But you know, when you ever been to church and you be like, man, he talking to me. He would make it so intentional. He would say, no, you know what? Cam, come on down. That's who my dad is. So when you talking about embarrassing, I don't know how to feel embarrassed. Because that's what my family do. We gonna put you on the front street.
Okay.
And he basically said, hey, we need to figure this out. Because I can't preach to the people.
Okay.
And my son is rebellion from my word.
Most sons are gonna.
So understand, I've always had that accountability. But for me, my immaturity was still too curious.
But that's real to even speak on your
Yeah, it's like
immaturity.
some young nigga shit. Like I said earlier, he knew what it was. He knew, like, if he was running the streets at the time as a young nigga, he got that money. He trying to fuck all the hoes and shit. Nigga know what it is. He like, yeah, might not be right to most people's eyes, but I'm a young nigga. I'm having fun. I know what's going on, but he was just enjoying himself. You know what I'm saying? Then he got older. He matured a little bit. He grew out of it. He had to get that shit out of his system.
And that's kind of why, I want to talk to you, because I'm like, your ultimate goal of what it is, because you are so loved, in the community. And we want to see that, but we also want to see you do, what we want. But you also have to do you. But if something doesn't work, it doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't pressure into anything that hasn't made you happy or isn't what you even feel. But I feel like, Cam, you have been so tough in media. You haven't even expressed that side for real of, this is really what I want. Or maybe it's been expressed.
That's
and we
because
just
y'all gonna
don't.
probably try to tear the man down. See, the thing with Cam, and I be seeing Corey Holcomb be killing Cam because he hate that shit. Corey be like, man, tell these hoes what the fuck it is. But I'm gonna tell you why Cam don't. Cam like to play shit cool. It ain't that he really agree with all these women, but it ain't no different from like a Derrick Jackson or, bruh just want to play it cool because if you let them talk, they gonna give you viral clip after viral clip and you gonna get that check. Y'all gotta think, like, man, that YouTube money something serious, especially when you getting them numbers. So Cam like, shit, man, he might not agree, but he ain't gonna say shit. He gonna, man, let me sit back, relax, let her talk my check up. Cause the guest gonna say some crazy shit. So if you ain't really checking them, then you got a lot of clips that people will want to react to because they like, man, what the fuck is Michelle on right now? And that's exactly what happened and shit. You see me. So Cam just, he calculated with it, man. He just playing his part like, yeah, I'm going to just let her ride out, say what she need to say. I'll let all them boys react to it and handle her, I'ma just let her ride out. Man, that boy sitting back, collecting the check. He ain't worried about shit.
Here, we want to hear what you say. What we
It's a
want
lot
to
of
hear.
clickable things that people highlight more than others, because even having these conversations with my lady, it's like you get caught into the clickbait.
Yeah.
You ain't no different than everybody else. Did you watch the whole clip? Did you watch the whole episode?
Yeah.
Because for that one time that I said that, I made sure to back it up with, I love her to death.
But even if we're watching the whole clips, we do know people don't go with the truth. They go with what's most entertaining right now.
Exactly. You know what I say, and you know a lot of times that's what it is, man. Hey, we gonna cut it right there. Another episode of Raw Reality Mindset. You already know this your nigga Juan Ramon. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. Like I say, I'm gonna be on this channel a lot more. Make sure I keep hitting y'all with shit, posting shit, and really just getting out my shell with this shit. And again, just released a song called Therapy out on all streaming platforms right now. So type in Juan Ramon Therapy. Y'all check it out. Support your boy. Follow me on Instagram at Juan Ramon 23. And we out, man. Y'all have a good day. Raw Reality Mindset.